What's up, future fighters? We are back. Just uploaded the first video for today's series. Actually did a little plug on the indie fighting Twitter account where you can find other indie fighting game developers like me. Really good ones. I mean, there's some really talented folks up there, and that's the website. We'll get to that later, but we left off talking about our list, and so we're gonna want to jump into that here. So we've got several things to work on. One of the first things is this button 4 display test. So let's go into that real quick. The last series of videos we did some testing on that, and we're going to finish that today. We're just going to add a little bit of code to the debug message here, because what I want to do is I want to display button 4 more explicitly. And so this is just to help us finish up. Oops, what I wanted to do actually would be this, and then we just need the button. The Making a Future Fighter playlist on YouTube is where you can find all the old videos. You can go back and watch those to see how we got here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up these are the gamepad buttons, and this is the one that we want to see. We want to see what this state is. So turn that into a string, and actually, you know what we want to do? We want to know whether it's pressed or not. So we're going to use just a little bit different array value for that. So that'll tell us whether it's pressed or not. Okay, so let's go ahead, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a new game file here. Oops, that's my music and movies. What I want to do is let's see here. We want to, first off, we're going to get rid of the current game folder. We're not going to need that. Then we're going to grab the game files themselves, and we're just making a new zip file here. The first build of the day always takes a little bit longer for GameMaker to complete. And so I just like to go into a zip file, just compile everything into a zip file, and then drop the files, the game files that I need into that folder, and then just patch it up so we can use the full 4 gigabytes available to an x86 executable in Windows. And we're going to do some testing. So we're going to do a couple different types of testing. Sorry, my microphone almost came over into our lap here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show his thinking. I'm going to show the AI thinking, that is. So this is what the AI is thinking is going to execute this combo. Kind of, I should have put a little space in there. Good for next time. So you just have to put a space in there for yourself. So the button 4 state is 0. So I'm going to put an equal sign in there too. It's 0, which is what we would expect. And these are the buttons, the other button he's also pressing. So he is definitely kicking our butt. So here he comes again. Now what we want to do is we want to put him into defense. So what we're going to try and do is try and tag him here. I think he got us first. No, I got him. Okay. So now he's in defense. Button 9 is this one. So he's going to try and dodge, but you notice button 4 is 0. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into block. So, of course, it's saying it twice, but we have the button 4 state here. So it's down, it's down, it's down. That's where we want it to be. And we're going to wait until he triggers out. So we're just stepping through the game right now. Okay. Now, opponent blocking, block breaker. So we're in strike control. So, and you can go back to the Future Fighter, making a Future Fighter playlist. I talk all about strike control in there. So this is where he's at. Let's see the message. He's going to be showing right here. See this message? This is what's displaying here. Opponent blocking, block breaker. Strike number 0, transition type 0, random attack move index number 6. So that's a block breaker, follow through 1, and his integrity ratio is high. Okay, so this is where we're at right here. So we went through all of this. Now, when he throws this move, when he starts throwing this move number 6, this should be released. That should be released, and that's what we should get. And I'll go back and I want to see it before this message comes up, so we're going to do this test again to see that. But for right now, what we're going to do is we're going to okay, it is released. Button 2 is 1, so button 2 is is going to be moving forward. It flips, the code flips it depending on what side of the screen you're on. Button 8 is 1. Button 2 is 0, and this was released at all times. So that's great. We're also going to check the frame. Make sure there's no skip frames on that as well, but it doesn't look like. So here he's going to try and attack. Button 4 state 1. Interesting because he's doing a counter. See? That is great. It is fun to watch that. Fun to watch the AI. Okay, so now he's going to. We're gonna try to hit him again. I think we got him. Yeah, we got him. And then we're gonna go into block again. So he goes in the combo escape. He's gonna release that. Block is pressed. There is a little, you saw there was actually a little bit, 1 frame delay there between him coming out of the combo escape and blocking. That would be your chance to hit him if you can get it in by one frame. Oh, I thought I developed that to be frame perfect, but things change. So we're just watching. We're just waiting for this to run out. We're going to go a little bit slower this time so we can see this transition. It's good stuff here. Takes a little time. He randomizes this each time so you can't predict it, this timing. If this is what you choose to do, just stand in front of him and block. He's not going to wait around for you forever. Okay, so it did not get released. What we would have to do is, well, not to say it did not get released. We would have to put this in here to see it, which we can do that. Okay. I think that should do it. Oh, I gotta turn it into a string. Interesting. That's what was throwing me off before. There should be something else there. There we go. Excuse me. Okay. So we'll be able to see that next time. Just save that. Okay. Hold down block again. Okay, block breaker. Okay, execute. So it is released. So button 2 is 0. And just to show you where that's coming from, let me see if I've got these up still. There we go. Sorry, just cleaning up my windows. So shadow, block breaker. Oops, that's not going to help you very much. That's what the AI is reading, but this is easy. So more forward and then block breaker. This is going to be button 8. Which you can see here on the gamepad. Button 8 is face 2, and if you ever need to review the gamepad input in GameMaker, this is where you find it in the help files. So face 2 is this guy right here, and that's block breaker in Future Fighter. So that's just where you guys can find that. So let me hold down block. So button 2 equals 1, but 4 stay. Okay, so pressing forward. Now he's pressing that, and the very next frame, he's going into it. So there is no frame skip. So oh, he's getting out. That's cool. So that is a successful test. There's no frame skip. We are good to go. If you like what you are watching, go to DocRockGames.com. Check out the alpha version of the game. I've got the current features of the game. The 2 characters that have been motion captured into the game I motion captured myself from my own martial arts and sparring experiences. That's how everything's designed in the game. And you can see those moves, features, and characters in action, as well as put in your email address in, and I'll let you know when the game comes out. Then come back to YouTube because we got more AI to make. I'll see you there.